Thank you to the Global Scientific Guild for this great opportunity to speak about this innovative technology that I'm going to talk to you guys about today from a team that we are so blessed and humbled to be working with, and that is our great partners, Canion-3rd. So today, I'm going to talk about their technology and the technology that we've used in our labs as well over the last year or so. And just going to give you a brief overview of myself and my company, and then we'll get into fluid additive manufacturing for the future. So my name is Ty Canion. I am the founder and CEO of Canion-3rd Incorporated. A little bit of my background: I have over 20 years experience in IT services, but over the last 10 years, I've been very, very much involved with additive manufacturing with my company. So very, very blessed and humbled to be in this in the same industry as all of this esteemed panel. I'm U.S. Air Force retired. I've worked in various other industries besides defense. I've also worked in the manufacturing industry, IT services, and also in the automotive industry. So let's talk a little bit about Canion-3rd and who we are. So we're a technology company that's focused. I'm sorry, am I sharing?
No. I
don't think I'm sharing. Sorry about that.
Please.
Okay, I think I'm sharing. I should be sharing now. Okay, so as I was saying, Canion-3rd, we are a technology company that's focused on the additive manufacturing industry. Our corporate headquarters is in Buffalo, New York, my hometown. Go Buffalo Bills. And I am actually physically located in our other office, which is in Stuttgart, Germany. So we are dual located, and we're covering, trying to cover a little bit of ground here with our products and services. We also are a U.S. government contractor, so we are listed in the U.S. government contracting databases, SAM.gov in particular. So you can find us there under cage code 8YXF2. And I'll provide all this information at the end, and you guys can take a look and see all that. Now, as far as our company's trajectory, so we began our journey as a maker of 3D printed products. So we saw basically we saw an industry, we saw an opportunity where we were located at the time to start a company that provided 3D printed parts. And then we've now grown that to over 100 products. So we're very, very happy with the trajectory that we've had with our company in such a short period of time. We also have 12 reseller partnerships. And one of those is Sandra. So we're very happy and very blessed to be a part of that. As far as our sales channels, we're listed everywhere. You can find our products on the big boys, Amazon.com. You can find us on Walmart.com, which is the largest retailer in the world. And you can also find us on Newegg.com, which is one of my favorite websites. And finally, just a little bit about how we, grown and how we've gotten our accolades. We've been a winner of a Corporate Vision Award of 2019. So again, I've already kind of expounded on the products, but here's a bit of an overview of what we provide. We provide 3D printers, obviously, from desktop FDM models all the way up to industrial 3D printers that can extrude materials such as PEEK, PEC, any of the high temperature materials that you can think of. We have the printers that can do that. We also are developing our own software and applications for mobile, desktop computing, and also in the cloud for additive manufacturing purposes. But we're also going to dabble in some other things, so stay tuned. Now, as far as materials, so we have a great partnership with a company out of Barletta, Italy, EU makers, and they help us out with providing us with our materials. So shout outs to them. And finally, 3D models and 3D model services. So we're staying with our pedigree. We're staying with making models, but now we pretty much focus on stereolithography and using resins primarily for the models that we create. So we're a professional 3D printing service. Now, as far as our vision goes, primarily and just to kind of sum it all up, we want to see growth in the industry. So, and we're doing that, and working with great companies like Sandra, and just dealing with the innovation that they provide, and our other partners provide, and what we provide, and we all bring it together. And the focus is Canion 3D. Now, as far as our mission, so we want to be a trusted advisor for 3D printing services, products, and solutions. And building trust and building our business at a grassroots level is how we've operated. We have no backing from investors. We have nothing as far as grants or anything like that as of yet. But our focus is, we're building this thing from the ground up. So we're very, very proud of that. So let's get into Sandra. Let's talk about what they're providing as far as this amazing innovation, which is fluid additive manufacturing. Now, I'm going to talk real quick about their leadership. So I'm very, very proud and very, very happy to be working with two great gentlemen named Michael Liu and Gary Chang. They are Stanford University graduates, and they started Sandra in 2014 in Silicon Valley, which is Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area, for those who might not be familiar with that term. So, and what they did there was they developed the first silicone 3D technology, which is called fluid additive manufacturing. Now, here's a bit of an overview of how they started, and I've kind of expounded on that a little bit, but here are their corporate headquarters, their email. All of this will be provided at the end as well. So, yeah, stay tuned till the end. Now, as far as, I'm sorry, let me back up one. So I wanted to touch on something real quick. They have been very, very tremendous in getting this technology out in such a short period of time. I mean, there are other technologies that are similar. However, this one in particular is very, very innovative and very, very cost effective, which is what Sandra and what Canion 3D wants to provide our customers, are innovative and top of the line solution, but at a great price. So that is something that we also hang our hat on as well. So they developed and launched and patented fluid additive manufacturing, and they've expanded their customer base tremendously due to the fact that the materials that can be used with the Sandra systems, you can actually use third-party materials. So you're not pigeonholed with using their proprietary material, which you should buy their proprietary material because it'll be the best option for you. But if you're in a price crunch, if you have a budgetary issue, you can always go to a third-party silicone manufacturer, and you'll still be able to get the same quality and same just basically it's the same quality and innovation that you'll get with using third-party silicone. Now, as far as sales, over 100 printers sold in such a short period of time is tremendous, especially in the industry that we're in, a very niche industry, but some of the biggest companies have worked with Sandra with regard to bringing in the fluid additive manufacturing into their supply chains, into their manufacturing processes, so on and so forth. So as far as use cases go, we look at all of these companies that I showed before. These are some of the use cases that they derived from using silicone 3D, this silicone 3D printing innovation. So, and I'm going to get more in depth on the applications in some upcoming slides. Now let's unpack what fluid additive manufacturing is. So it encompasses additive manufacturing processes that are designed for 2- and 1-part silicones, which Sandra has developed and engineered on their own, which I touched on before. Now, moreover, the silicones that they produce are biocompatible. So you're never going to have to worry about someone getting infected or someone getting sick from a product that you may create, if it's going to be used for the purposes of eating or just anything touching the human body. Sandra has the ISO certification that proves that this that their silicone is biocompatible. So when we talk about the silicones again, we look at the different Shore strengths of their silicone. So they have 4 different variations. So as you can see here, I'm not going to read them off, but you can kind of follow along. And based off of the hardness of the silicone material is how you can determine which silicone it is that you're going to be looking at. So if you're looking for a hardness Shore 50, you're going to go with the SIL 50, for example. All right, now let's look at the systems that extrude this silicone. So currently they have 2 models available. One is the S053, which you can guess is their flagship and their entry level model. However, the S300 is their more advanced model, which boasts double the resolution of the S053 and a larger build platform. Plus, they have dual nozzles. Oh, sorry about that. And by scanning this QR code at the end of the presentation, which I'll share, you can watch a video which demonstrates the silicone print process that Sandra has developed. Now let's look at some of the applications. So kind of touched on this a little bit, but these are some of the applications that you can make and you can create with these Sandra systems. So so basically what we're looking at here is a robotic part, soft gripper tires. There's a lot of use cases here, a lot of different individual customers here that can will find this product actually very, very useful to their organizations. And then as far as silicone molds, this is a model of a mold for foods and for medical materials. So the pandemic is like the elephant in the room always when it comes to supply chain deficiencies, when it comes to things that that weren't available when the pandemic hit. So this is an example of something that could have potentially been used for production of certain medical materials. So medical schools, mechanical engineering practices, they all could benefit tremendously from using fluid additive manufacturing. And here's an example of an eye mask. Now with this model, the free surface and curvature of this object is very, very difficult to print. As some of you may know, as 3D printing experts, that you just can't print something like this on a regular print on an FDM system or even on an SLA system, because you have to worry about supports, you have to worry about the strength of the material and the actual biocompatibility of the material. So for this example, this is the perfect showing of something that was missing during the pandemic: eye masks, PPE, those type of things. This type of innovation would be tremendous for a situation that could occur again. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm kidding. Sorry, I shouldn't joke. My bad. All right. So anyway, medical devices, PPE, lab equipment, so on and so forth. That's what you can produce with these printers. And then again, we look at anatomical models and things of that nature. So we're talking about lifelike anatomical models that are great for research, diagnosis, and so forth. And as far as baby products, I touched on this a little bit before, but the silicone, the biocompatibility of the silicone is tremendous for making these type of products. So in small batches on the S53 and in large batches on the S300. And then as far as adapters, custom seals, custom filters, any type of engineering parts that may exist or may be in need, the fluid additive manufacturing and these type of models you can use fluid additive manufacturing to produce these type of models. And last but not least, this is probably my favorite thing here are the insoles. So, people out there, they got, foot problems, the arches, pains, and things like that. So podiatrists, or even just a service bureau that works with a podiatrist could potentially make customized insoles and orthotics for for people's feet. Things like heel wedges, things like toe spreaders, forefoot cushions. All of these things can be produced with this great innovation. All right, so gotten to the end. This is our contact information. You can find us all over social media. Of course, our website, Canion3d.com, sandra.com, and you can reach out to us anytime, day or night, and we'll get back to you. All right, I want to thank everyone for their attention, and I guess it's now time for some questions.